Facebook. We are live again.
What's up, y'all?
Houston Sports, as always. Caleb will be jumping in soon. So we will start with the Houston Rockets. Zach.
Word.
The one team that is playing. They're fun to watch. Um,
I like it. I mean, it's still close games sometimes, and the Pelicans kind of did us in. Excuse me. But it was fun.
we did watch yesterday's game against the Pelicans, and Valanciunas dominated us.
Mm-hmm.
uh, it really showed we needed a center. So Raphael Stone did get a center. It's not going to
Word.
help us this year.
Mm-mm.
Steven Adams.
But is it?
I mean,
That is yet to be determined.
yeah. I mean, everybody's mad. They're like, Steven Adams out for the year. Oh,
Mm.
this and that. We gave up too much. I don't think Victor Oladipo and 3 second-round picks is anything at all.
At all. At all. That you know what that is? That's flipping a card to buy another card to flip.
Yeah.
It's fucked up to say it like that, you know what I'm saying? But I just sold that '04 Honda so I could get a fucking 2013 Charger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna sell that next, and then hopefully we could get like a 2017 like something Cadillac.
It's like as a Steven Adams as a player, he's a player that we both like. He's very,
Oh, don't
very
get me wrong, it's all a joke, but style wise, if he was healthy, he would help us a shit ton,
yeah,
a lot. He's exactly what we would need.
yeah. And you get a lot of people are excited to see what next year, of course, what him and Shingun will do together. And you put him and Dylan Brooks back in an Ime Udoka system of a bunch of dogs already. With imagine a team trying to come in and bark at this Rockets team when you got Tari, you got Dylan Brooks, you're gonna have Steven Adams, you're
Uh
gonna
huh.
have Cam Whitmore,
Amin Thompson.
Amin Thompson, like Jabari
Basically,
seems to not be
everybody other
taking
than
any shit.
Jalen and Sengun are tough guys.
Yeah, those two. Hey, I need y'all to score. The rest of y'all, they'll fight, do some scrapping. We'll be fine.
No, like seriously, it sucks that he is hurt because he would help us a lot. But I'm
Yeah,
not bank. I don't know what their plans are with him. Um, it's fun though. It's like playing 2K. You know what I mean?
I mean Raphael moving. We said we didn't need all these picks anyway. I mean,
There's second round picks. What are we gonna keep doing? Filling the Rio Grande Valley up full of players?
yes, help the G League out. I did see something, and we were talking about it. I said I would wait.
Oh yes.
Per Sam Amick and Evan Siddery, Mikal Bridges is the Rockets' dream trade target still this year. So the quote is the idea of Mikal coming to the Rockets in a Jalen Green center deal would make Ime Udoka and company very happy. Houston has submitted offers to the Nets for Bridges, but he's not available as of right
So it's telling me that they're pretty much sold that they can get out of Cam what they can get from Jalen,
now. Is yeah,
which is why they're willing to move off of Jalen. Um, I mean, I like Bridges. I've been hollering for Bridges for 3 years, but like now that we got players we like, y'all want to do it? Like, what the fuck is going on here? And then what are you gonna do? Are you gonna play the two, the three? It's gonna be Van Vliet, Dylan Brooks, and Bridges.
and then what happens to Jabari? What happens? Like
I mean, I could. I wouldn't be. I'd probably prefer we didn't make that trade. To be honest with you.
I feel like there's a better trade out there for a player that I don't. Do I like Mikal Bridges? Yes. Is he a baller? Yes. Do I feel this is the trade we need to make? No. I don't. Like the
I'm big
beginning of the
on.
year, I would have been like, yeah,
I'm real big, and I know you are too because we talked about it with the Texans a lot, and this Rockets team for 2 years. Is like I want to see what we have first.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And I think rotationally we're good at all positions aside from that backup center role. So that's the only. That's kind of like, fuck. Like don't touch the team. Get that backup center who can produce, or at least like not be a liability, and let's see what this team is.
yeah.
And I just would at least like to play this season out before they start shipping people off. I think it's just because I've been fucking with Jalen since he got here, and I'm one of the dumbasses that watched those 2 years. That I would rather like I can't just like throw. You're not trash to me,
Yeah.
is what I'm. You know what I'm saying? That's I don't want to do that.
And it's very weird. Like I feel like this is maybe an from before a few months ago, whenever they were trying to get him, and then they got shut down with all those picks, and it's now stuff resurfacing. Because the Jalen Green we've been seeing these past few games,
Mm-hmm.
if you're a Rockets fan, you can't say, "Oh, it's Jalen Green's fault we lost." Dude put up 30 something points almost every game. Like
Mm-hmm.
efficiency right now, he is playing at his all time best. Ime
Mm-hmm.
Udoka has pretty much put him in the spots to go. He's figured out his spot. And sadly, I was there watching these years with you, and we struggled with it. And it's like it's a growing and learning curve for these young guys. And we talk about all the time. OKC is kind of that mold that you look at where you're like, hey, we got guys. I get it. They ended up getting SGA and it sped their stuff up. And so people are like, oh, we get Bridges, it will do that. But you kind of don't have to because we both agree we have more talent than OKC.
Man, for sure. In my opinion, like don't get me wrong, like SGA and Chet, that's some good
That,
shit.
yeah.
J Dub, that's a good player. But like we have way more good players on to develop than they do.
And you and me are enjoying this Jalen Green, Cam
And I
Whitmore.
fucking love it, bro. I love it. Like I think Jalen. I don't know if Jalen intentionally did it or not, but he's like, hold on, like y'all are praising this dude for him doing the same shit I was doing, but he's new, so it's not that big a deal. Jalen's like, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it too.
Yeah.
So he's going out there shooting shots. Actually, Jalen's doing a way better job of just going towards the rim. Instead of east and west, go north and south, and he's getting easier buckets. And I think that's what helps him also. Because I ain't gonna lie, like, what was he, 2 for 6 from 3 point the other day, where he was
Yeah.
8 for 13. So it's like, you made everything at the rim. Just keep going there.
And most of the team struggled from three anyway, also. Like, I mean,
I
it's
don't know. All I can tell you is the idea of having a Rockets team with Cam and Jalen playing together excites me more than trying to go get, like, a Bridges.
yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Jalen's 21. Most of this team outside, we said outside of Dylan, Fred, Jeff Green, and Boban, they're pretty much young guys. They're all
Mm-hmm.
21 under, can't barely drink. It's like we're fine. We're building the team, and I get it. There's fans. I see a lot of the time. Oh, I haven't watched the Rockets yet, but I saw this stat line, or I haven't watched the Rockets yet. So why would they want to do this? And it's like if you've watched the Rockets, like if you're a real Rockets fan, you've watched them this season. You'll know why they went and got Steven Adams. Probably not for this year, but next
Mm-hmm.
year. You can kind of tell that that was a move for next year, but they're probably going to still end up making a move for this year.
Yes.
And all that stuff. And then people are like, "Oh, well, Şengün's supposed to be the center." Yeah, but you still need a backup center. You still need somebody that can come in if Şengün can't guard. Hey, you go guard that dude Valanciunas. Hey, you go guard that guy.
That's obviously the people who haven't been watching the Rockets if they think that he can guard the fucking post. I ain't trying to shit on him, bro, but it's just not what you do.
Richard wrote, "What Jalen have you been watching? He's consistently inconsistent."
At what though? Like I get like he was 2 for 6 from 3 point yesterday, but 8 for 13. Like I don't not I'm not saying that he's inconsistent. Like he has to make it all the time, but like he was shooting everything in the flow of the game yesterday. The ball didn't stick with him. Like he made the right play. And if you're fucking, obviously I want you to make it, but it's like at least you're making the right fucking shot because it gets people in position to get an offensive rebound or back on defense or something.
He had 31 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 11 of 20 from the field goal, 5 for 12 from threes. He's the only person that the next person after that was Dylan Brooks and Cam at shooting 3 for 7 from 3 point.
I prefer watching Rockets basketball when Jalen and Cam are just shooting the fucking ball and dunking it in than watching Sengun, to be honest.
I mean, the thing is, everybody talks about, oh, Jalen in December was bad. Yeah, it was terrible. We're in February today. We're in February. Last game, he put up 30. Lakers, he put up what? 34 with a double double of 12 rebounds. Against Brooklyn, he put up 19 points, 10 rebounds. Like,
Players fuck up, but it's like nobody says shit about Jabari. I gave that fool props the other day. I was like, that is the quietest, almost double double I ever seen in my life. Like I didn't think he did shit. What do you have, like 19 and 9?
yep.
The next game he had like 2 points. Like what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, Jabari was last game against Pelicans, 0 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 0 for 6 in
And we
22
don't
minutes.
say a word about him.
It's weird because like you and me, we're not like, oh, Jalen Green has turned it all around and he's gonna do great now. No, I mean he still has to learn. There's still stuff he's learning. Şengün's been struggling. Jabari, as we see, has been struggling. Fred VanVleet's a veteran. He was struggling the other day too. I mean,
He's
I get
still,
it. He's
but
been
also
dealing with
like
injuries.
if you think about it, in the beginning of the year, Van Vliet was doing good and Jalen wasn't doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just made for like one of the guards on this team to go off at a time.
And it feels as like you said, the flow of the game is what matters.
Yes.
And as of right now, it just feels like the way that, especially when they're fast paced, Cam Whitmore, Jalen Green are just going with the flow of the game. It's fast. I'm gonna run up there and to try to dunk on you, and you might foul me. I may get a poster. Don't matter. Richard goes, it's year 3. Where's the progression from year 1 and 2? You can see some progression with Jabari from year 1 to now.
One
You
hundred
do.
percent, no doubt. Well, why you could say the same about Sengun? Like, where's your progression, bro? You do the same shit. I can honestly pull a game that will show you that Jalen at least tries on defense now. The dude actually tries to play defense. He blocked the 3 pointer the other day. Like that's progression to me to become a more complete player. So like, what does Sengun do? You still can't guard the post. You still don't protect the rim very well. You pass up on open threes that you should be taking.
He's averaging like 1 3 per game. And I know he's open. When Ime's yelling out the court, shoot the damn ball, he's open. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I give Şengün and Jalen the same thing. You
Mm.
both had shitty coaches and shitty veterans and shitty fucking teammates. And you had to do it. The good thing about Şengün is he comes from a national team. He started
Yes.
playing on that national team with grown men at what, age 16? Jalen went through the system. He went through Ignite. He went through all these. And as we're seeing with a lot of Ignite players, they're struggling a bit to make that transition. But also, it's not as hard if you have a coach like an Ime Udoka, that even Şengün said, this is probably the best coach I've ever had in teaching them it. You have to break all those bad habits down that Silas and all these guys taught him. I mean, for Jesus Christ, for a whole year they were like, Jalen, you're the point guard. And he's like, I don't know, I
Oh,
don't.
that's
You're
not
gonna
what I
learn it
do.
right now, bro. Why did they go get Fred VanVleet? Hey, he's not. We're not gonna put him at point guard. We're gonna put him as our shooting guard where he belongs, and we'll do it
Yes.
that way. We, as I said, I feel like December Jalen. Hey, you can knock him as much as you want and all that stuff. But right now, this Jalen, the past 5 games, I gotta give you praise, bro. You've gotten yourself out of the gutter. You've helped yourself out. You've shown up for the team, and somehow, even when we lose, people are like, "Hey, it's your fault."
That's
OG
what I said, bruh.
facts, facts, right there. Hey, ever since he's been with her, he's been averaging 30. That's like, dude,
He juiced that hoe up, and then he could not miss a shot.
dude's feeling it. I mean, I said now it needs to be a consistency. I will say, you and me agree
Oh
on that.
yeah, to some extent it's gonna fall off, but also continue to play within the flow of the game, and also like you're getting a lot of shit from help defense, running your
Yeah.
lanes. Like that's effort to me. So just keep the effort up, and I think he'll do just fine.
How are you feeling with the Cam Whitmore and Min Thompson minutes going up? Do you think we
I
should?
love it, bro. I fucking love it because it's like
positionless basketball to me. Because everybody wants to, like, Cam does not give a shit if he steals the ball, looks up, and Amen Thompson's there. He's like, I'm going to dribble this ball towards that rim until somebody stops me. So, like, the fact that they're all aggressive like that, I like that. I wish that Amen would show a little bit more of his athleticism around the rim. Because he was kind of hyped for that coming into the draft a little bit, and I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, he's been. It's funny. We always joke about it. It's the first pick we get. They kind of seem to like slowly go, and the second pick we get is kind of the bull in a china shop. Jalen Shingun, Jabari Tari, Amin Cam. It's. I mean, it's good problems to have for sure. But
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, the Cam. I know everybody. He's becoming a true fan favorite. The dunking, the aggression, the no f's given. 19 years old saying I'm gonna go and be aggressive against LeBron James. Like I don't care. I looked up to him, but his basketball, like
We talked about it the other day, bro. There's just sometimes there's players that come into the league, and you just know there's something about them. Like they have, I don't want to say it because it's like they're just always at the right place at the right time to do the right shit, and it feels like they're lucky. Like
yeah,
Klay Thompson, like there's something about Cam that he has that kind of this shit's gonna be easy for me until I get
yeah.
old. You know what I mean? I like that, like it.
We always say that Snoop Dogg. This motherfucker don't miss
This
it.
motherfucker don't miss.
Richard goes to be our star player. Do you think he's worthy of a max contract when his rookie contract ends?
Pertaining to Jalen, I think his max deal will be what, like 160 ish, 170. I would extend him for that.
I think, man, for me, it's like if it's gonna matter what Jalen we get the rest of the season for
Hmm.
sure. But if we get close to this Jalen we're seeing these past few games, I'm all in.
But you still got that fool for like 2 more years before you even have to worry about that. That'd be disrespectful to make him wait that long. But like, I ain't worried about that. I think I probably would not be surprised if there is a conversation that was had to tell him, "Hey, we're not knocking you for the shit that happened before, but if you want your money, go get it."
Yeah, and I mean, seeing him in the offseason, a lot of the players did their work. I give them that. You could tell from Silas year to Ime Udoka year, these guys were like, all right, this is the real deal. This is the league. This is we're in here now, and a lot of them took it seriously. Jabari doing his yoga, Jalen working out with Duran and Devin Booker and these guys. I mean, you had a lot of the rookies, doing their own thing. It it feels like all right, this year we're playing for playing tournament. Next year we're playing with house money. Like kind of like that's what it feels like with the Steven Adams trade with depending on
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
trade we
Oh,
make.
that's the thing is I just feel like there is still a trade to be like I don't see Jay Sean finishing the season on this team. Like you watch the Rockets enough, you're like, I get kind of cringy when you get on the court because I'd rather just be Tari. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could see him being moved and maybe Holiday at this point. Let's just be honest, his little luck done wore off, and Amen Thompson's like, hey, little buddy, I'll be taking that backup roll back.
My turn, bro. Hey,
Yep.
yeah. Yeah, and I think honestly, like this is one move of probably two more moves or one big
Let
move.
me tell you why I think there's a move. This is look, I fucking hate conspiracy theory shit, right? You know
Yeah.
this. Like when it pertains to sports, because I believe in sportsmanship and I think that the players will always compete. But like last night, I blamed Ime for that loss. It's like you left Jeff Green in there to get eaten up by Valanciunas, and we lost the game because of that.
Yeah.
And it was like, why? Like even if Landale gives up the points, let him use his fouls, let him use his body. You might get some stop, or put fucking Sengun back in or something. I was thinking, I was like, what if he did that to send a message like, "Well, y'all fucking give me a center around here"?
And he might. Ime is very vocal and he's very to the point. And I feel, I mean, one thing he has had to deal with is injuries for sure. I mean, Tari's been out, Jabari was out for a bit, Dylan Brooks was out. This dude was flowing through the whole roster. Um, but I think it was one of those things like, hey, I need a center. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is what you gave me and it ain't working. And I need something. And I'm pretty sure Rafael. It feels like Rafael was watching the game. I was like, yo, what you got out there? All right, let's go. And I mean, I'm cool if that's what it was for. I'm cool with it. We're still in the hunt for playing. Richard goes. I think Jalen is trade bait for a big move next year. They were hoping he pans out to be a Tatum, but his shot is not that consistent.
I think that's unfair to Jalen to to say he would have been Tatum. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, he don't shoot as consistent as Tatum. I don't need you to be Tatum.
What if he's like a Devin Booker,
Exactly, like a Booker or somebody like Desmond Bain or somebody.
productive? I mean, look
I mean,
at
the
like
dude averaged 22 last year. Come on, let's not act like the motherfucker wasn't doing nothing.
there's some bums in the league. There's
Yeah,
some
that's
dudes
true.
in the league that I'm like, I don't know if I want this guy on my team. I mean, it could be a lot worse. You could have a Zach.
No, but I'm not saying that Richard's wrong either because I could
Yeah,
see him being the trade package. But I think that it's going to be this offseason because like I just don't feel that you can make me believe that there's a player available to you who would change our team that much. Like Jalen and the Brooklyn picks, that's your value. So you're going to do it soon, right?
yeah.
But like who would you trade all that for? It has to be somebody fucking good, man.
And a lot of the guys that like start the big names are either getting close to retire or
And they're not
they're not
coming here, you know what
available.
I'm saying?
Yeah, or they play a position that you kind of already have, and you're like, I don't need to like Mikal Bridges. It's like we have a logjam at that thing,
But
bro.
even at center, it's like, is there a center that you could realistic like that package won't get you Joker, it won't get you Embiid, and then who's left? It's like I don't want fucking Big Cat that much. Like,
Like, I don't want Bam out of Bayou that bad.
yeah, I mean he would be good, but
He
like
would be
that,
good,
I
but
don't want that either.
it's just another thing I always like players, especially like in major sports, players talk about each other in certain ways, and you know it when it's to the media, it's to let them know like, hey, all that smoke over there don't matter. And hearing Shingun keep talking about Jalen, hearing Ime keep talking about Jalen, it's not like with New York Jets when the head coach is talking about Zach Wilson type shit. It's
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
actual like stuff, and it's like Shingun can I feel like Shingun can understand where Jalen's going through because he lived
Hmm.
that shit too with him. Like, hey, bro, we both had to deal with this bullshit. Like let's not get it wrong. Our coaching staff was terrible. We had games that literally we were getting made fun of in the league. Like we
Man, I
had
just
dudes.
think it's fucking up to trade Jalen Green. I'm gonna be so mad if he goes to another team and does really really good.
Yeah, I think if we believe in Ime as much as we do, I think him being his coach is gonna help him even more, especially getting these pieces around him. And I
Oh
think
hell no.
Michael Porter. I don't like Michael Porter. He's injury prone too a lot, so
Yes.
I don't want him. Well, if you want more Rocket stuff, we did a video on Cam and Jalen. You can always check it out in our playlist. We'll be doing another personal video on the Steven Adams trade and some other trades that we expect going forward. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll be moving on. Caleb, you can join us whenever you want to. We'll be moving on to the Houston Astros.
I've arrived.
I said we'll leave the Texans for last because that seems to be that's like the steak. We'll go with we had the appetizer in there.
Yeah, don't talk food just yet, bro. You know.
We'll go into the Astros. They did make a trade. They
I
got
like it.
I like the comments that we were getting about it.
yeah, that was a lot of lettuce and cabbage.
Yeah.
Our Facebook audience is hilarious.
Yeah. They were
The
like,
Cabbage Patch Kid.
nah, they were like, let us see whenever we get some more people like that. Blah, blah, blah. It was, yeah. Good times.
Yeah,
Well,
they got Trey Cabbage from the Angels.
I like it. I watched his highlights. I couldn't find too many fucking defensive highlights. I mean, a couple from center field, but The dude can hit a fucking baseball. I'll give him that.
That he can.
Yeah, people are like, no, we got rid of our pitcher Carlos Espino, and I'm like,
Yeah,
what was he gonna do? He's gonna come up this year? I doubt it. What do you want? You want the everybody's freaking out because the Astros don't have a person ranked in the top 100. Bro, I don't care. I will take a World Series over that. I don't care.
Yeah,
Yep.
who the fuck cares about a ranking, bro? Like,
That's the thing. Texans were ranked almost dead last year. Ranks don't mean shit unless it's by our
Yep.
squad here.
yeah,
that's not
unless we come up with it. Yeah.
I mean, you needed another utility person. We do really well when we have multiple utility players. It seems like, I mean, Dubon's like your ultimate utility guy, and then you. Now,
I think Dubon's gonna be the infielder. This dude's gonna be the outfielder
Nice.
I'm cool with that.
because he can play center field. He's big. He looks like thick, but I mean, he could go. He's got some. He got fast fucking hands. I'll tell you that. It's weird because I watched him bat for like 10 minutes. And I was like, this motherfucker got a long ass Altuve swing, but he's got fast hands. Like, it's like he's gonna hit a shit ton of balls in the gap at Minute Maid.
Hell yeah.
His numbers are real good in AAA, so. I was like, yes.
I just can't wait to see how his jersey sales do. I can't wait to see cabbage jerseys everywhere.
You gonna have to go up those rankings.
Well, I can tell you this. I watched his highlights. He had 2 hits last year against Christian Javier.
Hell yeah.
Well then, I will take that.
Both of them were opposite field. Line drives down the fucking left field line. I was like, okay.
See, I made the joke the other day that it was probably against Oakland, but
Nah, it was us.
that makes me feel better.
God damn it.
I know, as far as Astros, they're getting ready for February. It means people will be reporting to pitchers, catchers, all the fun stuff. No real big news. I mean, the Josh Hader news. You can check our video out. We talked about it. It seems like all eyes are on the Astros still now with 3 closers. It feels. I know as of today, Brian Abreu got ranked 7th best reliever of 2024.
He's way better than that.
Yeah, definitely. But
But I mean,
he's still an Astro, and the media loves to hate on the Astros.
they're like, can't give them all them. I mean, Alvarez got first in left field.
Because he don't even play left field.
I know that was funny. And then Alex Bregman got 5th in third base. So
I saw a comment on one of our posts the other day, and somebody said if Bregman wasn't an Astro, they would consider him probably the best third baseman.
when
I mean, I could see it. Like, he's stupid consistent.
Yeah, but that just proves that, like, the team you play for, people are always going to be biased.
we know that it's all it.
Yeah.
For Astros, for sure, it's us against everybody.
Well, it depends on what the fuck your metric is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what constitutes a good third baseman?
Yes. No.
In my opinion, it has to be defense first.
Yeah.
That's the hot corner.
True. And
He's one of the better ones. You know what I'm saying? But then also, like, he's what I would truly consider the law of average batter. Like, his shit looks really formidable at the end, but it's like, bitch, you went on fire for a month and then you didn't do shit for 2. So
until he got that different haircut that he comes
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, he got his little mullet thing going on.
He'll get a different
but I
haircut.
do think he's a top 5 first baseman.
Yeah.
He deserves it. I mean, all in all, the Astros are still at one of the top teams in the AL and MLB easily, especially with Hader. It seems like it feels different. Now, I know once more reports come in, all that stuff, Espada and all them start talking more, you'll get more of a feel for the team.
Listen, it's funny you said that. Because I remember, let me put my feet up while I take. Matter of fact, I'm not. Let me scoot up. I remember we had a conversation last year around the trade deadline, right? And I was like, bruh, like we didn't know what to do because it's like you don't feel at peace with the roster. When you win as much as the Astros win, you know if you fucking have enough or not. And I never felt that last year at all. I was like, now we're missing something. We're missing something. Today, I'm good. Don't touch it. Don't touch it no more. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the lineup's solid now.
It was weird because everybody's like, we need to get this guy, we need to get that guy. But depth is important in a 160 something game season. Dudes were getting tired. Like the Cabbage signing, people made fun of it, but it's a legit thing. It adds depth. You have guys in the AAA that you can bring up if you need to. As we saw, Dana is not afraid to do that with JP France, all that. Forrest Whitley, bro, you have to come up. At this point, you've been in our farm system for like 90 years.
I was about to say this motherfucker's like 33, I think. I don't know
Yeah.
how old he is, but it's like you've been down there for a minute.
I think as Bayou City boys, we should make a bet. Who will play a game first, Forrest Whitley or Lance McCullers?
Oh, Forrest Whitley.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm calling it right now, Forrest Whitley.
Nah, it's not. Forrest Willie, I just don't think you're nothing but a September call up.
It's very like because he has to make the roster because he's been so long, but it's like
Like his best hope is that they feel bad for his dumb ass. Remember I told you Dana wrote that statement and was like, read this?
yeah,
Like they might put him put him on the team for that, so you might be right at Whitley, but like talent wise, I don't see it.
I mean I hope he pans out. We've had him in our system.
I'm only saying it just because I have no faith in McCullers coming back.
Lance came out a few weeks back and last month and said, "Oh, I think I'll be back by
July.
July." Well, he said June, July.
Yeah.
Then he went to the Houston Awards thing and he was like, "I'm thinking late July." I'm like, "Bro, at this point, just say 2025. Like, go to the next year, bro. Like, at this point, like, hey, I'll see y'all in September, bro. Like,
Just cut him. Like take your L. Just cut him.
bro, just retire. Do us a favor."
That's what he should do. If you really don't want to get buried in the age, motherfucker, just retire and save us some money.
It's like everybody. I don't know one person in Houston that's like, we need Lance. Nobody I talk to is like, we need him. Everybody's like, bro, retire. I'm done hearing about you. Shut up. I don't care about your call. I don't care about none of that, bro. Like, we.
The thing about it is when I in 20 years, when I remember back to the Astros shit, like I'll remember he's a starter, but your contribution to it is always in relief in the first championship. Like that's where you made your name, and then you kind of got fucked up every time you pitched in the playoffs after that. So
All I would remember is Dusty saying, "Just get me through 5 innings. I don't care how many hits you give up."
I mean, I applaud him for getting his ass beat in that game because somebody had to, and he was already getting rocked. I just need you to go out there and go do that. But we were live that game.
I'm pulling a hamstring, bro.
It's like that was one of the worst pitching games I think I've seen in my life as an Astros fan. Like that was so bad. I don't know. I promise on our Facebook I will not post as much Lance McCullers news because it's not going to change. I mean, if he's throwing out quotes, I didn't post the last one. The same thing he said, July. I didn't care. I know y'all don't care. Forrest Whitley, he's throwing on flat ground. We'll see what he does. I don't know.
I watched Forrest Whitley get taken yard by a YouTuber, bro.
Yeah. Luis Garcia, he just lets Dana do the talking. He said probably June, July. So
Knowing that, let's see, Mark. Yeah, he'll be back in like May. Watch. I already know that fool.
he'll be rocking the cradle in practice. Other than that, though, I like the team. I mean, if you want to go get a Cody Bellinger, I'm cool for it. But if not, I'm happy.
I kind of don't want him no more. Because this dude's a lefty. He's got that long swing. I mean, he's got a dumbass fucking haircut also. So, I mean, he's goofy. You just don't have to worry about him showing up to work high. Like, we're good.
Save the money.
Yeah.
Save the whatever assets you have left.
This dude kind of has personality. He almost reminds me of Josh Reddick with talent.
And one thing the Astros are good at is getting as much what do we always say? It's like getting the last part of the toothpaste.
You know, that's what it made me feel like. Like, who got him? Dana. It's like that Atlanta team. It's like, how the fuck these dudes just end up finding players who turned out to be good? You know what I'm saying? He feels like one of those players to me.
Dana. OG 713 Bellinger is a coochie bag.
We retract all statements. We don't want Bellinger anymore.
I trust Dana. I trusted Dana. I know what he did with Washington. I know what he did with Atlanta. I'm gonna have faith in you, bro. I wasn't mad. I didn't think you were gonna go get Hater, and you shut me up on that thing. So you and Click are like, hey, nah, we're done. We done being laughed at. Like these 5 Ranger fans are annoying. Like let's go do something. The AL West belongs to us still. The AL is gonna belong to us. Like
Yeah,
it's
fucking
all
Rangers. I'm gonna laugh. People don't even remember they won.
I forget that the Rangers won. So
I heard today that the Super Bowl this year is like gonna be one of the worst like outcome ones. Like hardly anybody's gonna watch, and I was like, it can never be as bad as last year's World Series.
I think the views like died off after the Astros and the Rangers.
It did.
People were like, I'm gonna watch Dancing with the Stars.
Basically, I'm gonna go watch The Voice.
I will watch that. Other than that, all right, Astros. Good luck. We'll be having a lot more on them. The season's barely getting started. I won't bring up as much Lance McCullers news. Going into the Houston Texans, the hottest team that won pretty much every damn award at the Houston Awards this year, deservingly, deservingly.
For sure.
First time in Texans history where they have 2 rookie Pro Bowlers going to represent your team. You got Will Anderson, the anchor and the defense, and CJ Stroud, the anchor on the offense. It is good.
That's dope.
Yep.
I know people are like, Pro Bowl sucks. It doesn't matter. I was like, it's still a very good award to have. Like, I mean, especially
To make it as a rookie, let alone have 2 of your rookies make it. Like,
Nah, it just makes Casario look like a fucking genius for pulling that trade. I'll remember that. You remember the movie Draft Day? They're gonna remake that bitch with Casario from that day. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, I'm trading.
I'm gonna remember us watching the draft and that trade happening for the rest of my fucking life.
Because we were high. We bought in on CJ. We were like, hey, Bryce is gone. We're gonna buy in on CJ. Let's do it. And then, oh shit, we're back in the trade market. It's like
I knew exactly what we were gonna do too. Once I seen that we made the trade, I was like, I fucking knew it.
I saw our logo back on the trade thing again, or back on the draft thing again, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Did they forget to take the logo off? And then it said trade, and I was like, oh, all right.
It's funny because when you look at those videos that the Texans put up and CJ when he was walking out, and he's like, he looks at the screen, he looks again, it's the Texans. He's like, what the hell? And I was like, oh shit, they're back on. They gotta go get Will. I was like, that's dope. Like, and it played out. Will said he wants to be kind of in the back, let CJ do his thing with the front, and
Oh, I could tell you life is a whole lot better with good Texas football. When that shit sucked.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
we wanted culture.
It was fucking. This was probably the most fun Texan season, other than that one season where we won like 10 or 12 games in a row because we started like 0-5 and then we won like a shit ton in a row. That was pretty fun too. But this one was fun because we were like all bought in on the draft, right? We got what we wanted. Then we exceeded expectations, and then we had to ride that fucking shit with them the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Like, please don't fuck up, and they never did.
And it was some bumps. We had the bump against Carolina, the terrible game against Cleveland, terrible game against the Jets. We were like, is this it? We got a hole in the ship? Is it? Oh no, we're good. I mean, and we ran out of gas against Baltimore against a better team. It happens. It's football. But now we get to ride this lightning bolt again of boom, you gotta go into the draft with not needing a damn quarterback.
Word.
You get to go in the draft with one of the anchors of your defense. You get to go in the draft with a real head coach and a GM that seems to know exactly what he is doing and wants to do. And you have core young players in Stingley, Petrie, Nico Collins, Tank Dell. The list goes on.
You got your OC back. You got your quarterback coach back. You got a coach with like 6 more years left on the deal. You got a defensive coordinator who don't mind being told what to do. You got a special teams coach who ain't going nowhere. We dope, bro. You know what I'm thinking? Slowick and Johnson got interviews, right? But one was head coach, one was OC. I wonder if they brought him back. Well, when they were like, look, Slowick, I'll give you more money to come back. You don't want to leave anyway, bro, right? And then Johnson, they were like, look, you come back too. So when he leaves, then you're the OC.
Maybe.
That's good. I mean, that's usually how those under negotiations work. You can learn a little bit from him.
My favorite thing about the entire season, though, is that we made it further than the fucking Dallas Cowboys.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That's my favorite thing, and I can talk shit to everybody for the rest of my life about it. CJ Stroud's rookie year, we made it further than the Cowboys.
Not the rest of your life. If you do it for the rest of your life, then you're a Cowboys fan.
No, but I mean, no. I'm thinking about it based off of when I have to go back to teaching in the schools, and them stupid kids start telling me about, the Cowboys are better.
It's like, bro, your Cowboys, you don't know what a VHS is, bro. Like, it's like, come on, man. There was an interesting news, and I know Zach knows. Mike Evans was at the Rockets game yesterday, and he was asked, "Hey, what do you think of free agency?" And he was like, "I can't wait to find out where I go." And now the Houston sports world is bring Mike Evans to the Texans.
Already been on that, but
yeah, and he didn't help it yesterday being at the Rockets game.
I mean, he's from Galveston, so it's not hard to believe that he's at a Rockets game.
We know that. We said that. We were like, he probably don't want to be at Mardi Gras. I get it.
It's such a stupid conversation to be had because, like, of course everybody fucking wants Mike Evans. We don't have Mike Evans' money. So you shouldn't think about it.
I doubt he's willing to take any kind of pay cut. So.
Exactly. And when I mean pay cut, I mean a big one.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you want to play with CJ? Yeah, what's it going to take?
You know that 22 you're expecting? How you feel about 8 3/4?
How you feel about $7 million for each year the next 2?
What if he does take a pay cut and he's like, hey, I'm just looking to win. I want to play with a real quarterback.
Damn, ain't got shit to say, bro, because like you're a fucking all-pro wide receiver and people. I mean,
he played with Tom Brady. He liked playing with Tom Brady. It's like
he's had 1,000 yards all 10 of his seasons in the league.
He made Baker Mayfield look like he knew what he was doing.
Exactly.
I feel weird because I feel like this offseason you're going to get, I'm not saying him, but I do feel you're going to get some players that are like, hey, I'll take a 1 or 2 year deal for more money, or I'll take a less deal that I can get on the market because I want to play with this team right here. Because you have the one, if you're like a kind of a no-name player, you got your special teams, which it seems like Frank Ross figures out how to make special teams players look amazing. He puts them in the right spots to succeed. If you're a defensive player, you get to play with D'Amico Ryans as your head coach, which he loves that. He loves his defense. And if you're an offensive player, you get to play with CJ Stroud and Bobby Slowick and all these guys and be a part of that offense right there. Like,
that's why I feel like if there's going to be a shock signing, it's going to be a running back. You have to think about it. Like, there's all these names out there that are looking like, where the fuck I'm going to play next year? And then they look at Houston and be like, oh, I could take that job. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like they're going to sign a running back.
everybody's like, oh, this guy's gonna go to Dallas. This guy's gonna go to Dallas. This guy's gonna go to Dallas. And it's like, bro, it's not even. That's like the second best team in the state. Like,
For real.
I want to play with Dak. Or I want to play with CJ. I want to play with CJ, bro. Like, we don't have a CD Lamb. But that's fine. I'll take a CJ and a Nico and a Tank. I'm good. Hey.
That's what I said. Is like, what do? You going to try to put more talent in the wide receiver room, or you chase star power? I'm trying to build a room.
Yeah. I'll go get me a Curtis Samuel or something. Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna do goofy shit, right? Like, let's trade for somebody, and like, let's go get George Pickens. Fuck it.
He don't want to be there anyway. So.
You see my point?
I'm pretty sure that there's some people out there that Nick's hearing, and he's like, "Oh, he's available? Okay. Oh, hey, D'Amico, what do you think of this guy?" Or, "Hey, this guy on defense." Like, and you hear them all the time. Like that whole draft, we learned so much about those two, and then throughout the season of how well they work with each other. Like, especially flowers to Nick on bringing in these guys that nobody wanted, these guys that got cut from their teams, and he's like, "Hey, go in there. They played hard for this team. They did their jobs that they were supposed to with Band-Aid players and everything." So it just gives me even more hope. Like, everybody always, the way they treat Nick Casario is kind of like how Rockets fans treat Jalen Green. You did all these good things, bro, but I'm still gonna hold Kenyon Green against you. It's like, nah.
A little bit. See, the only reason I hold Kenyon Green against him is because the shit we could have had alternatively.
Yeah. But it's every team. I mean, imagine San Francisco when they picked Trey Lance.
Well, you know.
But they're in the Super Bowl, so I mean, shit.
I was gonna say something worked out. I'll tell you, if we have a little bit of luck and still make it to the Super Bowl, Kenny and I hope you do that. I'm willing to risk your career for a Super Bowl appearance.
Jesus, like, damn, I wanted to come on y'all's podcast, not anymore.
You still can, bro. We still love you. He's a hometown boy. Now you don't have to defend yourself, bro. Because I would give my career up for a Super Bowl appearance.
Yeah, I would too. Like, it's like, Nick, you can't watch the Houston Dynamo for a whole year. First to go.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I don't know if I can do. If it meant us going to the Super Bowl and winning, I'd give up watching one of my sports teams for a year for the city. I would do that. I would do that for y'all, all right? I would do that. I don't know what I'd probably have to do, and it's gonna start. I'd have to probably do like.
What if they told you you would get a Super Bowl this year, but you couldn't watch any Texans football, which is going to be really good for the next 5 years, but they're not going to win any Super Bowls?
I would do it for the city.
So you take the one. Me too. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I could do that.
I would do that for you two. I would do that for y'all.
Thank you, bro. Because that's all I need in my lifetime is a Super Bowl, and then I hit the trifecta.
Because I could say that, hey, I watched the Super Bowl, and then I'll just put all my luck in the Rockets season, so I can actually say I watched one, not on a DVD.
I believe in my heart though that there could be a Super Bowl or something in that team's future. I feel that way.
CJ and D'Amico, I feel confident.
Them boys over there on Kirby doing something right. I can tell you that.
It's funny. A year ago, we were talking about how this whole organization was terrible. People were like, owner needs to sell the team, this and that. Now,
he's opening the checkbook to keep his people.
I was like, his wife is one of the most loved women in the city. We're like, oh, that's our girl right there. Let's go. It's like, he's making hot dogs and hamburgers outside. We love you, CJ. You got half the country rooting for CJ. It's like, oh, I don't even watch the Texans, but I love this guy. It's like, when you look at, like, I will not be surprised when I see CJ on a bunch of shit next year.
Oh, he probably will. I don't know. Maybe.
He's going to be out there with the Patrick Mahomes and all that stuff. What do we call
They're
him?
looking at CJ and that's Tebow with talent.
He kind of plays that Steph Curry role.
You ain't got a bet. I'll spend every dollar we have on defense if you let me.
That defense is a good defense helps.
Clearly, good special teams help too.
I love our special teams.
I ain't never heard nobody say that before. I've been watching football for fucking 30-some years, bro. I ain't never heard nobody say that.
You can lose some games in special teams. Hey.
Yep.
I said I never really worry about our special teams with Frank Ross. Like,
True.
I don't know what it is with him. I'm just, hey, bro, you got it. You got it.
When you're the most intense player on special teams as the coach, you know your players are going to do just fine.
Say, hey, you want that bonus? Yeah, go out there, get the ball. Yes, sir. Hey. I don't know.
Nah, just enjoy the Pro Bowl. Then we'll do draft shit. But I'm like you, bro. I'm kind of glad we're not desperate in the draft again.
Yes. Did you read Brent's thing? Texans need to go in on the defense.
Yes, that's why I say I'll spend every dollar on the defense. I'll give me a linebacker. I'll give me a pass rusher. Bring back all my D line.
What did we say in our last video? We were saying get a running back in free agency and then go defense and then offense go draft.
Yes, the only offensive player that is like a priority would be Schultz.
Yeah.
But then I'm not trying to give you years, bro. I'm trying to give you like money for just like one more year. And then we'll see what happens. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to a little old Kyle Pitts trade, though.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. You said that plenty of times.
Ooh.
I mean, don't he just feel like the kind of player that CJ would know how to use?
I was going to say, there's no way he could do any worse than he does in Atlanta.
Fuck no. We would use that dude more like a slot receiver because we still would have Schultz blocking.
Yep.
I would say nobody can like not use him the way Atlanta used him. Atlanta sucked with that.
Just my luck. We'll do some dumb shit like bringing Darren Waller.
Oh, God.
Brent says, wait, are y'all passing on bringing Singletary back?
I would bring Singletary back. But that doesn't mean I'm going to try to get somebody better.
I think we said it. You can, if you get a legit running back, bring Singletary back on a good, cheap contract, but respectable for him, and then you have Dameon Pierce. That's a good three running back room right there for your year.
Mm-hmm.
I said you get a bigger veteran back like a Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry.
Just our luck. We'll get like a dumb motherfucker like Tony Pollard. I don't know if Pierce is getting cut, but I don't think we're going to use him.
What about Robert Woods?
I think they might just keep Robert Woods and not bring Noah Brown back. That's what I think is going to happen. Only because Nick said, it's like Robert Woods still has a voice. When shit happens, Robert Woods always got something to say. So there's like an element of leadership that he offers that I don't think we recognize.
You need vets in those rooms. And one thing is a vet that can help. I mean, he's been around the league enough. It's like in that receiver room, Tank and them, Nico's still young, so they have questions. Hey Robert, what about this? Hey Robert, what about?
He's like Jalen Green, bro. He had 2 shitty ass years, and then this is really like your first year.
Yeah. Nico Collins is our Jalen Green. Jeez, I just thought of that. Oh crap. Oh man, that's true. We're like, this dude sucks. It's like, oh wait, he's actually pretty good. My bad. Hey, you just didn't have a quarterback. You had long neck Davis Mills.
Davis Mills, the giraffe.
We tried to be on your side, Davis Mills. We did.
Zach was the biggest Davis Mills fan.
Shh, don't tell everybody. I didn't even say nothing.
He tried so hard to support that man the entire season.
We tried. I will say
he was the Mills Mafia club leader.
He did. He had a game though versus Cleveland, bro. 1-for-1, perfect, bro.
Well, you know what?
He's a
I'll
good
eat
backup.
those words. I'll eat. I don't even know about that. Uh, yeah, you got Case under contract for another year anyway, so we're good there at the quarterback.
In cases
No,
like
I was about to
Robbie,
say I'm okay being wrong on the whole Davis Mills thing because it led to CJ.
yeah,
Yep.
everything that happened led to CJ. I mean, it's fine.
Deshaun
And
got it booty hole fingered and everything, and it just led to us getting CJ.
thank you, Deshaun. Thank you, Cleveland, for those trades.
There's my conspiracy theory. Case has to come back, so if Slowick does good again, then fucking Johnson bumps up to OC, Case Keenum retires, and he becomes the Texans quarterback coach. So everybody just bumps up a spot, and then you just have to bring in another quarterback. Bing, bada bing, bada boom. Man, this was working out for us, y'all. This is working out for us.
It feels like the Rockets, Astros, the Texans have these players that are just like, hey, you're like the player coach, and when that guy leaves, you're gonna be. That's our Michael Brantley right there. I don't need you to play, bro. Just go out there and you're coaching, bro.
Because you obviously can't throw anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, I love you, Case, but yeah, you need to. You're our rich Josh McCown coach coming in.
Oof.
I mean, remember when we almost got him as a coach?
Oof.
Yeah,
That's what fucked up the Panthers. They brought him over there to be the quarterback coach. That's why Bryce didn't know what was going on. I sure hope that's not true. Kareem Jackson is our players coach.
take his head off.
he's gonna say he's gonna. Everybody's getting flagged the entire season.
Well, see, like that's what it's like. Jerry Hughes probably was the players coach on defense, and I don't think they're bringing him back.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, we did say one of the guys that we're all in agreement. Jimmy Ward, you can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from the outside looking at it, I didn't see the benefit of you. But also, like, I was out on you because you made a couple business decision plays that I didn't agree with, and
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, we can. We got some upgrades. We got money to spend. We got draft capital. So, just it feels good not to be. And it's fun to be in the top 10, but I'd rather be a successful team.
Yes. And then plus now that we're not desperate in the draft, we can create all kind of bullshit scenarios with this draft pick. Just wait,
Sure.
I got some shit.
Getting a kicker. No, I
Just
want
mine.
Yami, Ala, Akuna Matata, Rocket Power, the 15th. There, Baron back.
I do want him back.
Yep. As long as he stays healthy.
Well, Texans fans. Oh, we did get John Weeks back. Our
Long snapper.
for what 15 years.
Well, yeah, I mean, your body's fresh, bro. You're a long snapper.
That's true.
Like, I mean, collector. Hey, I'll be a long snapper. He's making 1.21 mil this year. Like, I'll be his backup, bro. Don't worry, don't play.
I mean, I get it for them 2 or 3 plays a game that you play, you get the shit knocked out of you. But you know, like you said, for 1 million, I'll take that.
It's like, you need me to run, coach? Nah, you good.
Just bend over and throw this behind you. And as soon as you move the ball, them 2 dudes right there, them big motherfuckers, they about to blast you in the shoulder.
They're gonna fucking light you up. You're gonna fall down.
And that's all you got to do.
But you only got to do it a couple times a game. You're good.
Yes.
Just make sure the pass is right.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't think we got anything else to add on these boys. I don't
Nah.
think we're good. We touched Rockets, we touched Astros, we touched Texans. Anything else? I mean, not really much. We have videos on other detailed topics. You can check them out on the playlist above. Other than that, man, like, subscribe. If you made it to this point, if you were watching, thank you. We be doing these every week, especially when there's a lot more stuff coming up as the seasons come up. There's a lot more topics. Y'all are always welcome to join us on our YouTube, on our Facebook. You can check out our TikTok, our Instagram, all that stuff, and find Bayou City Boys content on every single thing. We got you covered on sports. We got you covered on Houston culture. We got you covered on gym culture. We got you covered on pretty much everything you could think of. Fantasy football. We got basketball. We got all the fun stuff.
And most of the time, we know we're talking about.
Yes, about 85% of the time.
Go buy some Anabolic Army pre-workout and some Monkey Cold coffee.
Good mixture. Probably gonna regret it if you mix both together.
Don't take it at the same time, but yeah.
I will take it.
Yikes.
Be on the lookout for our reaction videos. Those will be fun. And we have some other stuff. Other than that, good luck, Houston. Go watch the Rockets. They're fun to watch. And get ready for Astros. Texans, you deserve your break that you get. Youngsters, enjoy Hawaii and the Pro Bowl. It's going to be fun. Enjoy your off season. Other than that, Houston, enjoy the rain and the cold front that we get again.
Just fucking wash my truck, bro. What the fuck?
Much love, Houston. We are out of here. Later.